Get your follow-ups done?
I sure did.
Yay!
All done.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we have Brigitte on the call tonight, and she is going to lead it, but I'm going to do a few announcements first. I'm like so super excited for Team Cup, and I don't know why, because usually sometimes I'm like, Team Cup, but I'm like pumped about it because I feel like it's just going to be a game changer, because this year itself has been a game changer. And I think that like so many people need what we have right now. We were on a morning workout the other day, and people were talking about how they can't even find like weights at stores currently because so many people are doing at-home workouts that they're sold out everywhere, and they're like almost impossible to get. I'm also going to mute participants. Hold on, there we go. Mute all done. Okay, cool. But so I'm like, what a cool freaking time that we're in. And I feel like sometimes in this business, like during the summer, things slow down a bit. We have not seen that at all. Our team has like outdone their numbers that they have ever done in terms of volume and adding new coaches and doing all those things. And yes, Beachbody kind of helped us out with, oh, here we're doing 10 rounds, and hey, we've got mixed berry, and here we've got bevy, and here we've got salted caramel, and now we're releasing MBF and all of that stuff. And so it's amazing with all the launches and promotions of, new products and stuff, what happens in our business. And so it's super duper exciting. And we've got all these new tools, and we've all this crazy stuff happening, and our businesses are just really set up for this. And so I just had a meeting with my Team Cup team. I recommend that you guys all get on a Team Cup team, because it's going to make this way more fun. You get rewarded for doing the work that you should be doing anyways, and you get to help motivate each other, keep each other accountable, have some fun with it, support each other, do all of those good things, and win some really cool prizes. And so get together, talk about what you want to do in terms of, bare minimum for what you're going to achieve in numbers, help each other with ideas of what you can do to push forward, talk about, what cup incentives you're going for. Are you going for the top, or are you just like trying to make Success Club this month? Like, what are you doing? Talk about that with your team, and get together, create a name, do all that stuff, get registered. So I just did that. And then we were just talking about how we're very competitive, but we thought it might be fun. So once you guys are all together in your groups, I'm going to put a file in the team page, and you can go in the file, and I want you to put your team name, and I want a list of the people who are on the team with you. And we will have a friendly little inner team competition too. So whoever is the biggest winner of Team Cup within our team, we'll have a special prize for. I literally just came up with the idea while I was just talking to them like 2 seconds ago. So I don't have a prize yet, but we will talk further about that and figure it out. Also wanted to make an update that Elise Joan is doing a call for us tomorrow night. It's a special call that she's doing. Kat set it up for us. Kat has been in the test group. She's also in the cast of the workout that drops on August 3rd. So make sure you check that out, but it's going to be really awesome. She's going to answer any questions that you guys have about this, so you can really start marketing it. I know that I put up just like an Instagram story the other day that's like, where's my, prego mamas and my new baby mamas. And I put like a little video that she had done, and I had people immediately start reaching out to me and being like, okay, I'm into this. So keep that in mind. It hasn't dropped yet, but you can start promoting it right away. Customers now can purchase Muscle Burns Fat. That's available. You can send out your enrollers tonight. And then the advanced version of that comes out on August 17th. So if you don't have a plan yet for what you're going to do, and you've ended the first version of it, figure that out of whatever you're going to do, whether it's going to be another round or something like that, and start inviting people to your group. Give it a start date. Also going to give you a heads up that next week, August 3rd, we are going to have Autumn Calabrese on our call. She is going to jump on for us. This is not set up by corporate. This was set up by me. She's just jumping on with our team. She's going to help answer any questions that you guys have about her new book that's coming out, about 9-Week Control Freak, about the new membership, like the monthly membership and the Year of Autumn and all of that stuff. So any questions you guys have, I would love for you to drop them in the team page, and we can get them all together so that it can be a really interactive, fun call. I hate it when corporate sets up calls, because then it's like, it's script and they just do what they're supposed to do, and then maybe there's a couple questions. This is our call. We talk with her. We can do whatever we want. You guys can unmute yourselves. You can chat all you want. Okay, so jump on that. And then the following week, We have Jess Hersom doing a call for us for the first time because she's been kicking butt. And so we're super excited about that. All right. So those I think are my updates for you. So get registered for a team cup. We're going to have a little team competition. We've got some awesome team calls coming up. And guys, finish this month super duper strong. So you have a jump start for August. And that, your team cup team starts off like that because you've started doing that. And without further ado, I'm super excited to have Brigitte on tonight. Something has clicked for her. She's like kicking butt. I looked at her at the beginning of last month and I was like, you need to start building your second business center. And now she's almost diamond with 8 active coaches under there. She's building hubby. He's diamond. She's got points under her son. She's just crushing it. And so I'm just going to let her take it away, talk to us, tell us what she's doing, share all the good stuff. And I will shut up and mute myself.
Awesome. Hi. I'm totally distracted by Katie like doing her hair at 9:07 tonight though. I'm like, wow, where's Katie going tonight? um, anyway, when Joan asked me to speak, I was super excited, and I don't want to take up a bunch of your time with this backstory, but I should probably, let you guys know that I've been a coach. Joan is my direct coach. So I've been with Joan for about 5 years now. She's been very patient with me through all of my, I'm quitting, I'm back, I'm done, I'm back, like back and forth, upside down all the time. Up until like a year ago when it was legit, like I thought it was done. My mother passed away kind of really suddenly. Like we knew that she was sick, and then she was in the hospital, and 6 days later she passed. So it was very fast. And so we were dealing with a lot of, grief over here. Theo just came in to comfort me. Anyway, and then a year before that, my husband's mother had passed away. So we had 2 deaths that were, really close to home. And not to mention, I won't go into all of this, and some of you that are close to me already know this, but we had a teenage daughter that was giving us an enormous amount of trouble while we were both grieving our mothers. And so it was like a 2-year period of time where we were dealing with the death of both of our mothers and our daughter, who gave us a really big hard time, a run for our money. So, it was during that time where I had to make a big decision, and, talked with Joan a lot, and basically told her a few different times, I really think I am done. Like, I don't really want to talk to anybody. I don't feel like talking to anybody. And I was still doing my workout. I wasn't super consistent with my nutrition or anything, but I was still in it. I was still posting to social. I was still, I posted all about my mother. I shared on stories. I was still there, but I just didn't have it in me to speak to anybody. It was just, my head was in a fog. Like I couldn't get there. I could not get out of my own way. And so I guess I just had to make a decision recently, and I just decided, like, I think I was making this way too complicated for a long time. Like for all 5 years that I was coaching, I made this too complicated. And what I started doing was like 2 weeks ago. Like that's what happened. Like I started changing something 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago, I signed up like 16 people within 2 weeks, so I'm excited to share with you guys like what I've done and how I've like way like under complicated all of it. And so this sounds a little bit corny, but I have notes that are like behind me on a whiteboard. And I wanted to call this call Grow, Share, and Invite, because that's all you have to do. You have to grow your business. You have to share about what you're doing, and you have to invite people to do it. And that's it. Like, let go of all that other stuff that we chase after, like creating a website or, all the things you see Joan doing, like where you might just not be there yet. Like let Joan do that stuff. Like right now, if you're just starting out as a new coach, or if you're just kind of like back into coaching, then just grow, share, and invite. And that's it. The rest of the stuff all falls into place when it's your time. So I realized, like I said, like a month ago, I'm like, okay, I just have to start at the very beginning. Like I'm a brand new coach. So there's no reason why you can't reinvent yourself at any point. That's what I'm just doing right now. And that's what I decided. I said, I'm going to get rid of all that stuff, all the mentoring of the coaches and all, not that I'm not mentoring my coaches, because if you know my girl Casey, I think she's on here. She and I are like partners in crime, and Elisa. So like the three of us are, doing our best to kind of work together, but we're going back to the basics, because really the basis of this business is to just grow your audience, share what you're doing, and invite people to do it with you, right? Like that's it. So that's what I did 2 weeks ago. I made that decision. And so here's what I started to do. I started to try, and like I said, it's only been 2 weeks, try to friend request people every day. And so I sit down, instead of like watching TV at night, I'm just friend request like that. And the same thing with Instagram. And I have a little bit of a way that I follow people on Instagram. And it's something that I had learned from like a call a long time ago, which happens to work for me. I find a person, like a public figure that I happen to look up to. And then I look at that public figure, and I look to see her most recent post that she's shared. And if there's like comments underneath there, I'll engage in the comments, and then I'll talk with those people. I mean, I'll follow those people, because if I'm interested in that person and they're interested in that person and they're leaving comments, then they're my people, right? So that's how I follow people on Instagram. I also have kind of developed, because I'm only like 5'1" in real life. I pretend to be taller, but I'm like 5'1". So I have like this whole short girl thing that I've been trying to kind of do, relating to other short girls. I post about that once in a while, because why not, right? Like I'm a short girl, so why wouldn't I, look for other short girls like me? So that is how I grow my audience. So that's the first thing, just growing. That's it. Sharing has been really fun, because I love stories now. I didn't always love stories, and I didn't always know what to put on them. And then I discovered, why the heck not just share everything on stories? So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, follow me, but don't go look right now. Go look later. And I basically just share my life from morning until evening. And I'm not telling you that like I'm on my phone all day long, but if you're going to be eating something, how easy is it to snap a picture? If you're drinking your Shakeology, how easy is it to just snap a picture of your Shakeology? And if you're working out, you just put your phone up there and, record yourself. The other part of stories that made like a little twist for me was that I started speaking on my stories and not being scared to speak, and just saying exactly what I'm doing as a coach. I'm talking to them about my challengers. I'm talking to them about my challenge group. I'm like showing this excitement for MBF and like everything that happened before MBF. I just built up the freaking hype about MBF, so that people were like contacting me. Like, what is this all about? So I don't want to go off track here. Okay. And so I'm sharing all of that on stories. And I do a lot, like I teased Casey the other day, because Casey and I work so well together. She'll have some amazing ideas for me, and I have some amazing ideas for her. But I was telling her, I watched her story and I gave her a little critique, and I said, your story is so good, Casey. Like you're speaking to people, you're telling them what you're doing. This is great. But how about adding a poll or adding a slide or adding the questions? I put those on almost all of them, and people actually answer. Like, I don't care if it's the same question. I'm wording it in a different way. And like every like second slide, I put like a little poll up or a little slide up, or, do you feel like this too, or whatever. So people that watch my story and people that like my posts get an invitation from me. And I used to feel like, oh gosh, like they're going to feel like I'm salesy or I'm trying to sell them something. And I'm here to tell you, get over that. Because here's the thing, if you're doing your vital behaviors, if you're sharing to stories and you're drinking your shake and you're doing your workout and you're sharing about it, they already know what you do. So when you message them, it's not like a big shocker to them that you're asking them, if you want them to send, if they want a little bit more information. So don't be scared. Like, don't let that hold you back, because I let that hold me back for a long time. And so here's my message I'm going to share with you guys. I'm so excited about this. Okay. Whoa, everybody just went away now. My message just says this: hey, I noticed that thanks for following my story, or I noticed you were following my story. You must have noticed how I'm enrolling all of these new women into my accountability group. Is it cool if I send you more information? Is it okay if I send you more information? That's all I say. And so, I mean, I'm here to tell you that, like I said, like when I started this before MBF, whenever that was, I'm saying 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago, Joan? I don't even remember when MBF started, but I guess 2 weeks ago. Okay. Most of the people said, sure, or yeah, you can send me more information, because I didn't say to them, do you have health goals like I do? Like, people, when you ask them that question, they're like, I don't know. Like, I guess, but if you say to them, is it okay if I send you more information? That's not scary for them to just say, sure. But the second part of my message is that I don't now just like vomit all the stuff about MBF. This is the part of the messaging that got me to Success Club, whatever I'm at, like combined, I think 32 between myself and my husband and my sons. I say this, oh my gosh, yay! I'm so excited to start talking to you. But before I go into too much information, tell me more about you. Like, what do you struggle with? Or what exactly are you looking for? Do you want to lose weight, or do you want to tone? Like, I actually, you can voice that, or you can type that out, but you can like use bold letters like, yay, I cannot wait to talk to you. That's the message that starts the conversation. Because if they said, sure, you can send me more information, and then I sent them like a stock photo of MBF and everything that was available, and you get a year subscription to Beachbody On Demand, you get 30-day supply of Shakeology, like that's the stuff I used to do, and people would be like, no thanks, or they would just like not even respond to the message. And so that second part is the part that gets the conversation rolling. And so what changed for me is that I then started asking like all the questions. Like, I was talking with my team about this very thing like recently, and I said to them, pretend like you're having coffee with that person. If that person was sitting directly in front of you and you had a cup of coffee and she had a cup of coffee, you wouldn't just start like, and this is not stuff that is new either. Joan has said this to us 100 million times, but why did it click now? I don't know. Okay. But hopefully it clicks a little bit faster for you guys. Okay. But just ask like all the questions and slow down. Like, there's no reason to rush, because as soon as you start rushing, they put their guard up and they're like, she's trying to sell me something. I mean, that's how it's been in my experience. And so I'm just trying to help you guys get to that point faster than I got to that point. Ask everything. What do you struggle with? What have you done in the past to try to lose weight? Do you struggle with how do you struggle with your nutrition? Is it snacking? Is it that you skip meals? Like, you're like digging really deep into them and asking all of the questions. And so once you get to that part, it's almost like they're like, yes, please, like, give me this. And so, the second piece of this is then, following through with what you said, your accountability group, and you said you were going to do for them. And that is also the second piece for me. Like, I have never been in better contact with the challengers who signed up with me. I've never like commented and posted and shared in my accountability group more than I am now. Yeah, it's the vital behaviors. But I wanted to just back up a second and talk about price objections, because I know that, for a long time, I would get that too. People would be like, I would get to that point with them, right? And they would be like, oh, that's just way too much money for me. Or, like, I've got a car, repair coming up. I mean, you guys know, you've heard it all too, right? So, but what I'm saying to you is that I honestly didn't get one price objection these past 2 weeks, not one. And it's because I changed the way I was messaging to them. I was painting this picture for them so that they saw themselves at the finish line. They saw themselves working out with a team of women. They saw themselves either, going down the road with 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix, which, by the way, is like a game changer that Beachbody is giving us both programs for these people. And so I just talked to them for so long. I didn't rush. I took my time, and it showed them that I cared about them, And it showed them that I was going to actually help them. I wasn't just going to sign them up and be like, see you later. Thanks for my $50 commission. Like, no, like it actually like takes effort to care for people and care about what their goals are. And so I got myself this giant whiteboard and I wrote down all of their names and I wrote down all of their goals and I wrote down all of which nutrition program they're using so that I know how to help them. And when I message them, I'm not like, oh crap, what was she doing again? And I was scrolling back. And then I showed them, like I went live in my Facebook page and I showed them my whiteboard. Like I'm proving to them that I'm going to do what I told them that I was going to do. So that's why we ask all the questions, you guys, so that you don't get a price objection. Like you just won't if you're having the right kind of conversation. And so Casey and I, I keep referring to Casey because like we work so closely together, but we've been sharing conversations with each other. Like if she messages me and like, oh gosh, like I'm stuck here. So I want to encourage you guys, like send your messages off to your upline coach or your coach and say, help me with this. Like, I don't know how to word this, or I don't really know what to ask next. And that's the best thing to do, I think. So I wanted to tell you that if you are just starting out, or if you're struggling like I was, or if you have been coaching for a little while, but you're still stuck, I want to say that you can do this because I can. I'm living proof of this. Joan probably wrote me off all kinds of times, and I'm glad she didn't because I'm still here. And I just wanted to, encourage you to not only, do the messaging that I suggested you do with stories, with growing, sharing, and inviting, but also pick a program. Like if you're not doing a program right now, and if you're not eating according to one of the nutrition programs, do it, because as soon as you start doing it, you just gain that confidence, and then you want to share it with people. You want to invite them to do what you're doing. But if you're not doing it, then why would you want to? You don't have it inside of yourself to want to do that. So that is what I've been doing, growing, sharing, and inviting. And if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
I love it. Best call ever.
Good. I love it. I love it.
Because it's so simple, and you made it so simple even when you explained it. Because sometimes it's simple what we're doing, but then we go to explain it and we overcomplicate it.
Well, you don't know, I've got a whiteboard behind the here, I'll show you. There's my whiteboard.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget anything, but yeah, I think we overcomplicate everything, and I think I did that for so many years, and I was like trying to do all the things, and just stop trying to do all the things and just do the little simple things for now.
The thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Simple things.
Does anybody have questions for Brigitte?
I can't even see anybody but you.
Are you ending the year 5-star? That's my question.
Yes, I am. Because I'm like so close to 4-star right now.
Oh.
Seriously, like I'm like 3 people away from 4-star. It's like nuts. I don't know.
I love that. You know what? It's so. What I think is really awesome about that too, right? Is like it took 2 weeks, just 2 weeks of like good energy, and look what's happened in your business. Like we make all these things that we want to do so big, and like it's gonna take so long, and like a slight tweak in your energy and just doing it, like boom, like it happens like that. It's so amazing.
Yeah, it felt like it was going to be a big thing. Like the last time I talked to you, and we looked at my sponsorship drill down, and I was like, oh crap, this is really bad. It changed like that, So anything can happen. I'm super excited.
And also I think you started focusing specifically on something in your downline, right? You were like, okay, I need to get my second business center diamond. Like, can't concentrate on anything else. Like, I need to do this. And by you working and showing up, like, just by you doing what you're supposed to do, your people will see that and they start showing up and doing it too. But because you have a goal, you're actually taking like enough action to get there as well, which is incredible to watch.
Yeah, it's exciting. And I should say that I didn't like get up at 3 a.m. or go to bed at like 12 a.m. either. I just
Mhm.
did my stuff.
Mhm.
I just got up in the morning and did my morning miracle stuff, did my workout, ate my lunch, drove my daughter everywhere. And then that's it. Like I ate dinner and
Yeah,
wrote
no, I mean,
my story.
it's but it's because your energy is so good. You're allowing the universe, or I know you're a very big God believer, like to do for you, to do it
Yeah.
for you. You're putting out there, and that's what you're getting back. And I mean, I know for Gabby followers and stuff, she talks about that all the time. You're pushing to a goal actually creates the block from you getting to the goal. But when you're having fun and you're feeling good, that is what gets you to where you want to go, and that's what attracts everybody too. Like that is a magnet. People want on that train, and I know few people just in the comment section, Bridget, I don't know if you read them, were just saying, that like, oh my God, your energy is so good, and recognizing that and witnessing that. And so, I mean, if people can feel that on a team call within 30 seconds of you opening your mouth, like, the people on the other side of that conversation on the internet are also feeling that. And because of that, have more trust in you, are more willing to jump on with you. And so, I think we were talking about it in the tracker group. For those of you who are in there, there's been a few videos posted, and personal development. She just said she starts with the morning, her morning routine, which if you guys haven't read Miracle Morning is a game changer as well. But getting your head right and then just doing the simple things is really
Shocker. That
uh,
take me 5 years to figure out.
no, you figure it out when you're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. I mean, listen, I'm not perfect either. I have goals that I haven't met yet. Like, it's just, we are exactly where we're meant to be, so we can learn whatever we need to then to get to the next level. And so you can't beat yourself up about that. You just go, yay, I went through that because it led me here, and now I can teach somebody else that. And that's really cool.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the stuff that I went through with everything that I told you guys at the beginning
Yeah.
was definitely for a purpose. I talk to people about that kind of stuff all the time now,
Mm-hmm.
So when we go through hardships, sometimes it's for a reason. It's so, I believe that God puts us through things sometimes so that when we come out the other end stronger, then we can help somebody else moving forward. And, um, you know, it's weird for me to say I'm grateful that I went through that stuff, but I actually am, because I'm a stronger person now. And if I hadn't gone through that stuff, it would have been something else anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it just is what it
Preparing you.
is.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. You guys, I'm going to plug it one more time. I think I've plugged it to like 15 people today. But if you haven't downloaded Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within, Unleash the Power Within is like a 4-day seminar that you can go to when you're basically in session for 12 hours a day, and it's insane energy and craziness. But they've taken clips from that and they've put it together into this like 6-hour downloadable audible that you can listen to, and it's incredible. But he has an entire section where he just talks about what you just talked about, and it's awesome. It gets you in a really good headspace and kind of primes you. So if you're listening to that while you're working or doing other things, it's going to put you in that I feel good now thing. So really, really awesome. Any questions, you guys, or comments for Bridge before we jump off? Emma wants to know how you do your tracking.
Well, I just write it down. I do paper and pen. It works best for me. I have everybody's name written down, and when they sign up, then they go on the other sheet, or now they go on my new whiteboard. And yeah, that's how I track. I'm a work in progress. Okay, give me a break.
I used pen and paper till I went like 10-star. Like, I dig it. I think there's something about writing somebody's name down and what that does.
Yeah, I have their names, so at least their names are there, and I can follow up. Oh, that was the other like really quick thing I wanted to say to you. I had like a few people that, and this isn't something new either, but I did have a few people who, I got them all the way there, and they saw themselves getting the results, and then, I asked them for their Shakeology flavor and their email address, and got them all the way to that point, and then nothing. And there's all, of course, I wanted to mention following up with those people, and I followed up with those two girls, and I was like, hey, did you change your mind? Like I acted like I was shocked, because I honestly was, like, I voice like, hey, I'm just checking in, like, did you change your mind? Like, hello, like, after we had that whole conversation about you saw yourself in that dress that you wanted to be wearing, and they were like, oh, actually, like, oh, I forgot to hit submit. One girl told me she forgot to hit submit. But then
car breakdown too.
she hit submit. And then, you know, so the other girl didn't have something so silly like that. She said something different, like, I'm just not sure, and blah, blah, blah. And I was able to just bring up her goals to me, like, hey, remember we talked about this, and this, and you know, you wanted to do this, and this. I don't even remember which person this was. She signed up. So
yeah,
don't forget to follow up with those people.
Yeah. Does anyone else have a comment or question? I keep asking because you say you don't, but then people type things.
Yeah. And feel free to message me if you want.
Truth. Is anybody else as excited, like, as Kelsey as about Brigitte as I am? Kelsey, like, this whole call has been like, yeah, Brigitte, that's me.
I couldn't see you, Kels. All I could see was like a few people on the site. I could see myself.
You're like pen and paper, and like Kelsey's like, pen and paper, me too.
Kelsey and I started together, so we're gonna end together, right?
And then you were like talking like falling off and on, and Joan probably wanted to give up, and Mikhail's like, me too. Like, it's just been really entertaining to watch.
That just goes to show you that you can fall off and on. Not that I'm suggesting you do that, but because you've fallen off or you've dropped rank doesn't mean you're a lost cause. Anybody can jump right
Not
back
a lost cause. Did anybody watch the National Wake Up or listen to the National Wake Up Call? Watch, listen, whatever. Yeah, she's so spunky and has so much energy, but like she waited 5 years after signing up to start working her business. Like 5 years, So, I mean, you can't beat yourself up for the past. You can just have that aha moment and keep going, or realize like, hey, this does really bring me joy, and I do want to really help other people and like create this XYZ for my life. And so it's worth, whatever I have to go through to get there. Just never give up. All right, kids. I love you all. If you're
Can I
not
get a picture of you guys first? Because of course I told the people in my story that I was doing this. So now I've got to show some proof here.
Better tag my ass though.
Yeah, I will. Okay, everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Love it. Perfect. I love that Katie did her hair for the call. Thank you,
Katie. Do it so when you wake up for work tomorrow, it's not a giant fro.
I'm only teasing you.
Yeah. All right. If you're not on the cup team, you guys, talk to your coach or post in the team page and be like, dudes, I need a team. I want everybody on Team Cup team. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a ball. Okay. Oh, also, I think we're going to do a theme party soon too. So there's that. Stay tuned. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Kat's like, what's the information? Get off.
I was like, for a team call? Is that what we're doing a theme party for?
Just like a call party.
I took myself off mute because I was going to be like, for what?
I know. Call/party, like whatever. Like kind of like we did our little happy hour, but we'll do like, I don't know, some sort of theme. Especially because now we're like going to be done MBF and we have to wait for MBFA. And so like I might as well have like a cocktail with the team on Zoom.
Or you can have one for me because this belly is not allowing me to have anything.
You can now. You're in your 3rd trimester.
I can have 4 ounces of a glass
wine. Of wine. You'll have a very French pregnancy. I think they like rip butts and drink through their entire pregnancy though. Don't you?
I can't even think about that. I'd be like, oh. I should get born early and I can't do that. I need all the time I can get.
Sometimes I think that when people are still on here and they're just black screens, it's because they weren't actually paying attention. And they're
waiting for you to kick them off.
Yeah.
No, they all jumped off when you said
No, I'm kicking them off as I'm talking to you.
Oh.
This is also something I enjoy doing.
I see you waving. She's going, yeah.
Oh my God, it's hysterical. I'm
so glad to have you back. I had to say that, but I typed it like 14 times. But
all right. Legitimately, my computer is actually gonna die too. So
okay, fine. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye. My computer really is gonna die. So hold on, let me share. It's got
2
six.
seconds.
What?
I said that we have 2 seconds.
We've got 2 seconds. It's got 6%. So I'm
Oh,
curious if I can actually uh so here's the site, but I'm curious if I can go into
ooh.
if I can go into like preview mode now that I did that, or how I do that. Fuck, how do I, what does this do?
Like official. See, you showed me the graphic and I thought it was just like a cover photo.
No, so look, so I think this is like some sort of trial or whatever. I'll finish editing it and then we'll be able to, I wonder, like, can you not just like see like the actual preview? Do you see anything on here where I can do that?
Um, I see I see us having fun. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't see like preview.
Page content, edit settings, page, I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I can just scroll through, but you can see that it's got like the welcome thing, and then here's what you do, and then it points out which videos will be in here, what we do as coaches, and then it goes into like the Brooke Lip-Off video, and
Yeah.
then about the money. So I just put placeholders here, but like you can make an income progression one, and I will do the same. I think I'm just gonna do mine like July, like the month of July comparatively over the years, rather than here's my income year after year.
Yeah, yeah,
When I
yeah.
went when
I
I
think haven't we done one like that?
yeah, when I looked at Erin's, um, she okay, so hers was months,
Yeah.
and then Hannah did years. So
Yeah. I
if
think month is better.
I mean, I'll do maybe I'll do months, and if you want to do year, I don't know, whatever, we can figure out whatever looks best. Like do both numbers and see what looks the best. And then they did like this little carousel right here of other coaches. So I figured I could put in some people from our teams if like maybe Mariah and like Katie want to do
Maybe.
one. But then I
Yeah.
have like a kabillion of these saved in like my documents of just other people from
Mhm.
other teams. So I could just say a snapshot of other coaches' incomes and do that. So I did that. I created this. I obviously have to fill in the pictures that go there. And
Mhm.
then let's talk objections. So I figured we can put a video together for that, almost like what we would have done for a sneak peek. But maybe what we can do is ask like Katie and Mariah, maybe Shannon as well, to jump on a Zoom, or maybe just the leaders group to jump on a Zoom real quick, and we can like record ourselves talking about those key things and just having a conversation about it so people can see other people's faces.
Mhm.
And then I figured I'd just do a little video about like what makes our team different, and then our team, our family. I figured you and I can just grab some of our like favorite shots of like the entire. It can be even bigger than this. Just add
Mhm.
like they did with theirs with. Hold on, I think they did like just kind of like a collage of.
Mhm.
I literally just basically copied their format like 100%. So yeah, they did one like that. So we can just kind of do that.
We have
Um,
plenty of those photos.
what?
We have plenty of those photos.
Right? And I figured to make it look nice, um, like if you have any in particular that you think of that you want me to do or whatever, like, and I mean, I've got a kabillion of them, but like I could grab them off my phone and put them all with the same filter so it looks nice. But I also, on ours, I think we should put one of our videos from like our vacations.
Yeah, like either Destin or Mexico.
Yeah. And then I want you to send me what your favorite, so I've got mine. I've just got to write my little story right there. You can write up whatever you want to say there, and we'll put your pick there. Just choose whatever before and after you like best of yours. Um,
Mhm.
I figured we'd use Katie's because it's postpartum, and then Mariah because she's a mom and like her story. So we'll do that, and then I think that's it. So this will be set. I need your story recorded, like, because right here it'll go into. So it was the income. You know what? It deleted my thing where I'll have to fix it. In between this first part and the other part, I had videos of, you and I, like one video of you telling your story, one video of me telling my story. Kind of like they did. Hold on. So they went into, so like just welcome, like a welcome video. Then I'll go into that chunk of content and then just my story and then your story, just like that. And then so we'll put those in there. And then that's really all we need. So I just wanted to just show it to you real quick, but I've got 2% battery life. So I just need a quick little, what your favorite before and after is of yours, and a quick little blip, a video that's short, just about your story. And then we'll get the leaders on to talk about like, common objections and how we got over them or whatever. And then I think I've got what I need to get it live, and you and I can start them, and we can do them like every Tuesday, and sign up is on Wednesday. And so then in terms of the Facebook group, maybe I'll create that group tonight or tomorrow, and then we can discuss, like we can both put shit in there and just figure out what we want to put in there.
Okay.
I also thought like this is really easy to update. So like if I want to update the website so it's just a team thing and it takes the two of us out of it, and it's like sneak peek for Project Fearless, and it's got, everybody's photos right there. And, maybe we add one more story from Mariah, or we have somebody else do the intro for what's coaching or whatever. It's really easy plug and play, like take it in and out, but nice way for us to just start with like let's try this at first.
Yeah. So like next Tuesday, we planning on doing that?
Yeah. Because I think we'll have shit in place by then.
Okay. So income progression.
Wait, what?
I said income progression, story recorded before and after. What kind of bio do you want with that?
I don't know. I think, hold on, let me just tell you what they wrote. Like they did something real simple. It was just like, hold on. Like for Aaron's, for instance, it said, busy mama of 3 girls, former personal trainer, yoga and spin instructor. After having 3 babies in 2.5 years, twins in there, I found myself in a hole of postpartum anxiety and needed more. I started these programs to lose baby weight and have a more convenient way to work out instead of hauling everyone to the gym. And what I found was my person. These programs and this community brought me back to life. And now I get to share all this with struggling women out there. Somehow along the way, I've turned this little, what I'll do is I'll just copy them and send them to you so you have them as examples of something.
Who's this? Oh, they're gone.
Oh, someone is on?
Candace.
I don't know who that would be.
They didn't show their face, but they were there for while you read that.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
A creeper.
All right, my computer's literally going to die, but I'll copy those and I'll send them to you so you have just an example of like what the little bio looks like.
Cool.
I know.
So we basically in the Facebook group, and we have a link for that, and then we just like
basically we put that first post up. We just have to create a couple images for that and upload some photos like to an album. But other than that, it's like, here's your link. We go live once, I go live and then you go live, and then literally we post like the link to like whatever, and that's it. It's like super easy. And so now I'm like, no wonder she's running sneak peeks like weekly. This is like plug and play. They basically go live for 10 minutes once a week. I mean, and what's really cool about it too is that like now if you're speaking to somebody about coaching and you're like, oh my God, my group doesn't start for my sneak peek until Tuesday, but here, check out this website. Here's the password. Boom. Like it just is like so simple.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Love it.
Cool. All right. I think I'm going to get up at 5 and work if you want to join me.
I will join you.
I'm hot as fucking fuck. I've got to go inside.
Like, for real. I'm dying up here. It's like 90 degrees.
It's insane. I cannot believe how
But it's the only place that has like good internet, and I couldn't risk it going out.
Yeah, this was the only place where I was like, I didn't feel like I was going to be like talking loud or bothering somebody. And I guess I could have gone up to Ryan's camp, but then I was like, I don't think the AC's been on in there all day. I was like, that's going to be like a fucking hot box. So no.